come to the bold analysis, ladies and gentlemen. A week after President William Ruto announced intention to expand Kericho town, there is a full-blown tea politics. It is a row between governor and private proprietors who are behind. Actually, they are called settlers who are behind multinational tea estates. I have followed this for some time, and since the day governor made that announcement, made a pronouncement on Mashujaa Day, and today he was in Citizen TV, and I followed that interview because I really wanted to understand the context. And so you are left in the middle of it asking, is this stage managed? Is the motive honest? Because I have also looked at the grounds that governor is saying to kick out on this row, and I see more than what catches the eye. But to help us get a better bearing, for those who maybe have not been following this, this has been a story that I've been developing, of course, for some time. I want to give you a minute so that you watch this video clip as governor speaks about it.
My friends, uko na bango gani? Wananiambia governor, ukiendelea kusema hivi tutaenda Rwanda. Mimi nataka niseme you can live for Rwanda like yesterday. We don't care. Kwa sababu that state is not helping us as it is now. So you can live if you want, because you cannot blackmail and push us. What we are saying, even if you leave, we can as well announce a new contract list internationally. Na tutakuwa na watu wa kununua chai and list the rates at our own terms, not in their own terms.
We have so many investors coming to Kericho. Yesterday I was hosting a team from Germany in the morning. A first patch that partnering with us for water projects. The second was a group that I want to invest in something. By afternoon, I was hosting a group from Uganda, and I'm very happy Africa is rising. A minister for youth in Uganda was in Kericho, requesting that we walk around and partner to come up with a motor assembling center.
So, anawambia mkipenda mwende. And in the same, some few days later when he appeared on a Citizen TV interview, he was saying that he met investors from Europe and even Uganda. Uganda has been a very close friend to our President William Samoei Ruto. Now, let me give you the context of the problem before we look at the grounds. Most of the owners of the multinational estates, the farmlands, are actually dynasty settlers in the area. Most of them were born and raised in Kericho, but of course they even attended schools and they amassed wealth while within Kericho. So they've been working there on the grounds. The land was leased to them, and some 10 years, approximately 10 years ago, the lease ended, and National Land Commission ruled out that those multinational tea estates are actually the county government of Bomet and Kericho are the trustees, that they should be the trustees. So technically, the land belonged to the people of Bomet under the stewardship of the county government. I wanted to get to that extent. So, but after that, this land was again still leased out to these fellas, to those tea entrepreneurs, the dynasty owners of these tea estates. So when it was renewed, the government is asking, who leased the farmland to this? Who released it to them on behalf of the people of Bomet? What was the content of the lease document? And he's even trivializing it by saying that the agreements were done at night. Truth of the matter here is, if 10 years ago, then Mutai, the former university lecturer, was still a lecturer somewhere, or maybe was still in the academia, because he actually left the academia to come for the politics. So he's asking a question, the misery behind the powerful force the powerful man who was behind leasing this land to these people, what had happened? and so I find this question a bit ridiculous because there's a county government. Who else does he think that did that? And of course, national government stake is also there. National Land Commission is under discretion of the national government. I don't think NLC is under county. So he's simply looking for a document. And that document is looking for is the lease document. The content of that lease document, where is it? It's not in Kericho town. It's with the national government. It's with the big boys. A good friend of mine called them the blue boys. It's with the blue boys. So what are we really talking about? That is the question. So on this one, now for the last 1 week, when Ruto went there and Ruto attended a church service, Ruto announced that they wanted to expand Kericho town. The following, of course, even at that event, the governor was actually bashing these multinational owners on some 3 grounds. Number one, that land rates they're paying is 264 shillings per acre annually. So it means in 1 acre, county government is getting 164 Kenyan shillings per month. Then, with that rate, it means government is saying that they're getting 47 million from these beautiful farmlands. Vis-a-vis the other money that county government is collecting from the other land rates, it's actually more, while these farmlands are actually bigger than the other lands. That is the ground. So he's saying that these people are giving county, they're not giving county value for the money. Number two is a complaint that the companies are no longer giving scholarships and they're also not doing corporate social responsibility, like building roads here and there, a market center, health center here and there, that has gone down. That cannot be substantiated. And I'm telling you that if you have to book appointment with corporate social responsibility, maybe corporate manager, some of these farms that these guys are complaining about, you might find out that they have been doing something. Now, governor is saying the big thing. Mechanization of the tea, plucking and processing has led to many people losing their jobs. Nothing. That is the truth. I go to Siaya. I pass Kericho. Sometime back, ukipita Kericho, but then people will leave a home and they are settling in Kericho. Not even Nairobi, because they will get jobs in those tea farms. But this is the tragedy that we found ourselves in. After 2007, and this is data from the governor, after 2007, the human workforce went down because there was human displacement and tribal hostility that was in those regions. And because of that tribal hostility, many people did not troop to Kericho looking for those jobs. So on that transition period, after that post-election violence, the owners of the company decided that now, to be safe, you never knew. No one knew that maybe that was come. What happens next? So they went and then they drove machines in the farms. So that is the moment they brought the machines. So since they brought those machines, it's like more than 10 years. And the truth of the matter is, towns have gone dormant. The truth of the matter is, people have lost the casual laborers there. Quite a number have gone. The number have gone down. And of course, the household economy, or rather the small town economy within Kericho, seems to have depleted. Of course, not fully, kidogo tu. So, the government is saying, number one, pay us, instead of 264 Kenyan shillings per acre per year, pay us 4,000. Hey! Isn't that ambitious? Do you think someone can increase a land rate by 3,800? Is it realistic? But that is demand number two. Now, that is number one. Demand number two, remove all the machines from the farmlands and employ our people. I totally agree. However, someone is not asking a very pertinent question. In terms of evaluation, the cost analysis evaluation, Would it be more effective and on benefit to the farms to use the machines vis-a-vis the human? Economists will help us. Maybe it's more efficient, it's reliable, maybe it's less costly. That's so in terms of even of the productivity. But why did they have to leave the human capital that they used to employ? So no one is talking about their side of the story. Now, these two grounds have been laid. I can tell you that, sorry, the situation is dire that even a group of youths recently touched some machines, some tea-plucking machines in Kericho. I am not saying propaganda. It's the truth. The story is all over in media. And so the situation needed to be contained. In the light of this, I just want to narrow it down to some 3 theories that we can advance. The first theory is this. The governor is bragging in media that they have contacts with, investors from Europe who are willing to invest there. Are we simply implementing a good strategy to knock out investors who we deem as dynasties and settlers so that we can introduce new faces or new investors that can align with the government of the day? Wrong question. I wish I'm wrong. Because tutaumia ni mwananchi. Are we, is that could be the first narrative. The second one is that there could be a well-coordinated approach by the shakers of power to posture as fighting for the rights of Wanjiku. Because when you're talking about machines, machines uandike watu, is simply fighting for the hustler. You might see this another place where again, wanasema toa hawa, tuandike. We have affordable housing where we are saying we want to play the hustler. So, is it also in that light? And if the interest of the governor is at stake, then the governor simply wants the county government to get the money, more money, which is advisable, and will negotiate on these 2 grounds that increase the land rates and will slow down pressure for you to use machines. If you ask me, they would then employ hybrid system, which I believe is so, because nishaipita hapo nikaona watu wengine wanachona na mkono. Not all those places wanachona na machines. So use a hybrid system so that 50-50 machine and the human capital, so that it's both a give and take. It's by proportion. But then these multinationals, after getting the lease, has it expired? No, it has not expired. And so the question here is this. They're using the land and it's productive. Is their bigger master shaking them for something? Are they being shaked so that they can react in a manner likely to suggest that they can follow, they can serve some interest? And if you ask me, I wish the governor, who is from the academia, would use the populist euphoria and the anxiety by the people to bring these people at the table, so that even if you cannot successfully lobby for the machines to be driven out of the farms, but you can increase the land rates and the income that goes to the county. Through that, you've still helped the same people that are landless or that are jobless because of the tea factories. What am I saying? When there is money in circulation, you shall do other projects. And when you do other projects, these people are going to get jobs. Oh, Ruto's scheme to activate Kericho town is real. That's what you can see. The governor is saying they have met investors, and that's kudos, bro. That's kudos. Huh? Yeah, you need to give credit. I think, and there is nothing wrong. I know someone might really criticize me on this. There is nothing wrong with President William Ruto favoring Kericho and other towns. I've seen flow of thought. Are we downgrading Nairobi and upgrading the rural towns? Are we? That's my bold analysis. Let's meet in the next case.